Hi everybody, Ann Patchett, Sparky Van Devender at Parnassus Books. Glad to see you. Lots of really exciting things to talk about. First, I want to tell you what I just finished reading. Pema Chodron, How We Live is How We Die. Didn't come out this week, came out in October, but I just finished it and it really is helpful, and every now and then I like to hold up a book about Buddhism and say, really helpful. Last night, the author formerly known as Eve Ensler of the Vagina Monologues, was in the store, and she and I were in conversation for her new book, Reckoning. And it was a moment that made me feel so good about owning a bookstore, because to sit next to this human being was like sitting next to a flood of light. She was phenomenal, and the audience that came to the event was phenomenal. We felt uplifted and empowered and excited about her message that violence against women all around the world can be ended. And to that end, she has something called 1 Billion Rising, which means that she gets people to come and dance on February 14th for the freedom of women and the end of violence against women. Last year, 190 countries participated. And she said, we don't have anybody signed up to do an event in Nashville. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna dance in the bookstore on Valentine's Day. We don't know how, we don't know what hour, because this just all came up last night. Go to our website, and in the next couple of days, we're gonna tell you what time to come and dance for freedom on Valentine's Day. I don't know, just trust me, it's gonna work. My pal, Jojo Moyes, Someone Else's Shoes, out today. Jojo, I love you. You're just a great soul. This is the big book of the day, Victory City, Salman Rushdie. Alive, doing well, moving forward, cannot be silenced. Salman, we love you too. And we have something very exciting that we are going to partner again with Bookham, the way we did at Christmas, but this is going to be in celebration of Black History Month, and this is for the Black Book Project, which works with Bookham. So if you buy a children's book, that's through picture books, through young adult, in the store, we will also match the amount and give that money to Bookham and the Black Book Project will get those books to kids. So it could be Marcus Strawman's The Grip. We talked about it just last week. Rayanne was talking about it. It could be my favorite, Jason Reynolds' Long Way Down, or my other favorite, Jackie Woodson, The Year We Learned to Fly. And you know what's really nice? These are books that are banned in Tennessee schools, so you could just kill two birds with one stone. You could fight against banned books and support getting books to kids, and we will match you and also support along with you. And now, Lindsay's going to tell us about the rest of the books. Thanks.
Hello. It's a big Tuesday, so I've got a lot to get through. Up first, I have the Reese Book Club pick for February, The House of Eve by Sadika Johnson. This one is set in the 1950s. It follows two Black families and two women who have to make a very difficult choice about motherhood, about relationships. It's a great read. We always trust Reese with her picks. Another book that's out today that I'm excited about is A Spell of Good Things by Ayobami Adebayo. This one is by the author of Stay With Me. It's set in contemporary Nigeria, following two families with wealth, corruption, drama. It's a great, compelling read. For everybody on the lookout for another remix of Greek mythology, Natalie Haynes, who did 1,000 Ships, her take on Troy and Helen of Troy, is now back with Medusa and Stone Blind. A debut novel that I'm excited about today is Our Share of Night by Mariana Enriquez. I learned about Mariana Enriquez's short story collections, The Dangers of Smoking in Bed, because I taught a bunch of Gen Z writers over the summer who are way cooler than me, and that's what they're reading. So if you want to know what the cool Gen Z writers are reading, it's Mariana Enriquez. For everybody into romance, we have a new Tessa Bailey, Secretly Yours. And for a little bit of nonfiction, a memoir that's out today that I'm excited about is Christine Tate, BFF. This one is about finding friendships in your 20s and 30s, not always working out, and sustaining those friendships. And up next, we have Elise talking to us about events.
Hi everyone. One thing I want to mention before I forget, the Black Book Project. When you buy your book and if you place an order, be sure and say in the comments section that this is what it's for so that we don't send it to you. Okay. I also want to say everything that Anne said about V. It was one of the most incredible evenings and impactful, inspirational, and if you weren't able to attend, you can still get a signed copy of Reckoning, and I recommend that you do. And then Thursday, because it just doesn't end, we have amazing author after amazing author, and Margaret Verbal, who was a finalist for the Pulitzer Prize, her new book, Stealing. She will be in conversation with Jenny Fields, who we know and love. You might have read Atomic Love by Jenny. She's going to be in conversation with Margaret Verbal. This is a free event this Thursday, 6:30. Get online and register now. Then Saturday, we have story time. I love talking about story time because it is so much fun. And 10:30, Rachel Kenyon. This is just one of her books, and I think she'll be reading a few of them. And it's just going to be a really fun time. Then next week, we have Jojo Moyes, and that's going to be a virtual event. But I want you to be sure and always look online. I just want to mention a few authors that have come up on our website recently. First of all, Joan Baez, who is no longer playing music, but she is drawing, and she wrote a book, and she is going to be in conversation with her good friend, Emmylou Harris, and we are partnering with our friends, Oz Arts. So Joan Baez in conversation with Emmylou Harris on April 8th. It's a ticketed event, and it is going to sell out, and all of my friends out there who are late to the game, when you say to me, can't you get me tickets? The answer is no. Go online now and get your tickets, because it's going to be great. And then we have Charles Frazier is coming. He's going to be in conversation with Tony Early. And Kristen Chenoweth is going to be here. Just a signing, and it's a limited number of people because she's only here for a limited amount of time. So I'm not telling you all the dates because I'm encouraging you to go to the website. Meanwhile, all of February, all of March, the most incredible programs. How much do I love my job? We don't have enough time for that. So instead of that, I'm just saying, I hope I see you at all these incredible events. And now here's the most amazing Rayanne.
Thank you, Elise. Hi, everybody. We have a new Sprout Book Club pick out today. Excuse me. Once Upon a Book by Grace Lynn and Kate Messner. This is a love letter to books. I mean, you all love books or you wouldn't be watching this, right? It's about a girl who's at home on a gray day. She starts reading, and the book says, turn the page and come on in. So she does. She goes on a journey through the book, and I just love the illustrations. They're amazing. But at the end, she returns to her favorite place of all, home. It's so sweet. So many of you have read Zen Shorts by John Muth. Well, there's a new book out today with the same characters. Stillwater and Koo Save the World. It's about two friends who find out what we already knew. Kindness is the way to go. A Crown for Corinna by Lakin Zayed Kemp and Alyssa Shavara. This is about a girl and her grandmother and their great time together, and it talks about the importance and the symbolism of the Mexican flower crown. Such a beautiful cover. Matthew Cordell has Evergreen out today. It's about a squirrel trying his best to take some soup across the forest to his sick grandmother. He makes some friends along the way, but also some enemies who just want his soup. One of my favorite authors, Stacy Lee, has her first middle grade book out today. This is so exciting. Winston Chu versus the Whimsies. This is about a boy in San Francisco who stops a robbery on his way home from cooking class. The owner of the curiosity shop offers him anything he wants in the shop, but he says the first thing he touches he has to take, and he accidentally touches a broom. Well, he takes it home, but it turns out to be more a curse than a blessing. Another favorite in kids, James Ponti of the City Spies series, has a new book out today, City of the Dead. The City Spies or Codebreakers are going to Egypt this time. And for Teheramothi fans, the sequel to this Woven Kingdom is out today, These Infinite Threads. Also, I want to mention an event we have coming up. We have Dana Schwartz, who wrote Anatomy, one of our Parnassus Next picks. We could not keep this on the shelf. Dana is coming for the sequel on March 8th, so go online and sign up for that now. Thank you for donating to the Black Book Project. You can go online to parnassusbooks.net/Black Book Project for a few suggestions, but any other books you want to donate would be welcome. Thanks for listening and thanks for shopping at Parnassus.